Hey everyone, and welcome to the club and welcome to another weekend art challenge. Today I'll be fusing Pennywise from It with the Minion. Let's get started in the middle of our page with the inside edge of the goggles. So let's go to the left side and draw in a circle, starting from the top. Just work our way all the way around and then back up to the top. Now I want to leave a gap in the center and do the same thing on the right side. So we're going to line up the top and draw another circle. From here on, drawing the outside edge of the frame. So we're going to start in the center here with a point. Now I'm going to circle around the left side and then back up in the middle. And then we're going to do the same thing on the right side. From here I'm going to draw two curves going up and out for the eyelid. Starting on the outside, we're just going to curve down and then in. And then we're going to tuck the iris in underneath, so it's basically a half circle tucked in on the left side here. Underneath the eyelid, we're just going to go around and then pull it back up. We'll do the same thing on the right side. On the top left, we want to draw a small circle for a highlight. So we'll start on the outside, work our way around, and we just want to line this up on the right side here. So this will get tucked in underneath the eyelid. Then in the center of the iris, we're going to draw a smaller circle for the pupil. So tucked in underneath the highlight, just work our way around and up underneath the eyelid, and we'll fill that all in black. Let's do the same thing on the right side. On top of the goggles, I'm going to draw in the face paint detail. So right here on the left, we're just going to curve up and then in. Now we're just going to taper this back down on top of the goggle. Let's do the same thing on the right side, going the opposite direction. Now in between the goggles, right down here, we're going to draw a curve for the nose, starting on the left side, curve down and then up. And then down below here, we're going to draw in a curve for the mouth. So starting outside on the left, curve down in the middle, and back up on the right side. We're going to draw a little bracket on the ends of the mouth. Now we're going to take this painted detail and just flip it over at the bottom of the goggles. So underneath the goggle, I'm just going to curve in towards the corner of the mouth, and then we're going to taper it back out. Do the same thing on the right side. And then at the bottom of the mouth, we just want to draw the lower lip. Starting on the left side, curve down in the middle, and then back up on the right side. On the side of the goggles, I want to draw on the strap. So we're going to start on the left side. Top, we're just going to draw one straight line coming out, and at the bottom we'll do the same thing. Then we'll connect those 2 points with a straight line. Now we're just going to split this in half down the middle. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So we're going to line up the top, going out. We'll line up the bottom, and we'll connect the top and bottom with a straight line, and then we'll split that in half. I'm going to draw one more strap on the end. So from the top corner, we're going to step down, just draw a short line going out. From the bottom corner, we'll step up, and then again, we're going to connect that with a straight line. Let's do the same thing on the right. Now we're just going to fill the outside strap in black. Now let's work in the top of the head. So from this corner of the strap, we're going to curve up to the top and then pull it down in towards the center. So we're going to go up and in. And as we get towards the top, we're just going to turn it down in towards the center. We do the same thing on the right side. Starting from the middle, curve up, and then aim down towards the corner of the strap. In the center of the goggles, I just want to draw a short straight line going up to accentuate the frown line. Now we can go in and draw on the hair. So we're going to start at the top of this curve here. We curve over towards the right, and as we get towards the center, I'm just going to flick it back up. Now we're going to add some hair detail on the side here. From the top, we're just going to curve down, aiming towards the center. We step up about halfway along this curve. We're going to go out towards the right, and then pull it down, aiming towards the center. And then once more, about halfway down this curve down towards the top of the head. Now let's draw on the side of the hair. From the top of the head, we're going to step up. We're going to start by curving down, and then we're going to pull it back up on the left side. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting at the top, curve down alongside the head, and then we'll just curl it up on the right. Now we're going to curve in towards the head, coming down, and we just want to leave a little bit of space right here. Halfway along this curve, I'm just going to pull this in towards the corner of the black strap. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Now let's continue the side of the head coming down towards the collar. From the bottom corner of the strap, we're just going to come down with a short straight line. We'll do that on both sides. Now I'm going to connect those 2 points with a curve coming down just below the mouth. Let's draw in the frilly collar. From this corner, I'm just going to curve out and then pull that back in, almost like a half circle. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. From the corner, curve out, and then we'll pull that back in. Let's do another half circle here. Curve down, and then back up. I want to leave a gap in the center because we're going to draw one more here. Going back to the right side. Now we're going to connect those 2 points with a half circle. Now from these points, I just want to draw a short angled line aiming towards the center of the head. Now that we have the collar in place, we can draw in the rest of the body. So in line with the side of the head, we're going to come down to the bottom of the collar. Starting on the left, we're going to curve down towards the bottom, in the middle, and we'll pull that back up on the right side. In the middle of the body, I'm going to draw in a circle for a button. And then at the top of the circle, I'm going to draw a straight line going up underneath the collar, and we'll continue this line down towards the bottom of the body. Now let's draw on the sides of the overall. So underneath this curve, we're going to come straight down and then pull it out towards the left. And we'll do the same thing on the right. We're going to step up and draw 2 straight lines going out. Let's continue working down towards the legs. So this center line here, we're just going to continue down towards the heels. Now from here, we want to draw 2 curves coming down the bottom of the foot. So from the heel to the toe, we'll curve down and then up. Sides. Now we're going to curve up the top of the foot. So on the left, we'll curve up. And now we're aiming towards the heel with a curve. We're going to curve up in the opposite direction towards the inside of the leg. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting from the toe, curve up the top of the foot, come down, and then curve up in the opposite direction towards the center of the leg. Now underneath the body, we're just going to curve down and in on top of the foot. So curving inwards. And then at the top of the foot, we're just going to draw a little circle for the little pom-pom. At the bottom of the foot, we're going to take this curve and just duplicate it up above, just to add a little bit of a sole. And then Pennywise has this little detail on the side of the shoe. So right here, draw a little curve, like a little half circle. We're going to draw that twice. Do the same thing on the right side. Now let's move back up and draw on the arm. So on the left side, I'm just going to have the arm coming down. So from this corner of the body, we're going to step down, curve down and out towards the left. I want to draw on the cuff of the glove. So starting on the outside, we're just going to curve over the inside edge of that arm. From the inside, we're just going to angle down and in. Now let's draw on the thumb. We're going to do a little half circle. And at the end of this circle, we're going to draw a little bracket. At the bottom of the thumb, we're going to go around the bracket and go up. We're going to step down, draw on the second finger, going around and then in towards the wrist. Now we're going to connect that point to the outside of the glove with a straight line. Now we're going to draw on the outside part of the arm, so we're going to step out, curve up underneath the collar. Now on the right side, I'm going to have him holding a balloon. So underneath the collar here, I'm just going to draw a short curve going out. Now I'm going to do that same thing I did on the left side. I'm going to overlap the cuff of the glove. From this end, I'm just going to angle down and out. Now we're going to draw on the thumb. We're going to do a little swirl going around and then just pulling that up. From this point, I just want to hook it back down for the palm of the hand. Now we're just going to layer the fingers in behind the thumb. So right against the side of the thumb, we're going to go out and then back in. Draw on the second finger. So right here, we're going to curve out. It's almost like a big oval, and then tuck that in behind the thumb. From this point, we're just going to angle up in behind the finger. Now let's follow that same curve just below for the bottom part of the arm. Going across in behind the body. At the top of the hand between the thumb and the finger, we're going to draw a short straight line going up. Now I'm going to draw a balloon right here. So we're going to start in the center. It's almost like an oval going around and then back towards the center. At the bottom of the hand, I'm just going to draw the string coming down. We'll draw a little loop at the end here. And there it is. There's our Pennywise and Minion fusion. I hope you enjoyed today's art challenge. Make sure you subscribe and send us your challenge ideas in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.